All right, guys. So back to Steve. Poor Steve. So as you all know, he got his head drilled into, and COVID Karen shot her brain into him, and now he's all confused, right? He's kind of messed up in the head, and he's kind of got that look going on. He's not doing too good. Steve's having a bad day. I mean, thankfully, I don't think he really knows that this is happening. So that's good, but he's going to be building more Karen parts. And when she said that she was going to go ahead and eat his kids, this is what she was talking about. She is going to make him make copies of her who are going to then kill her kids. His kids. Poor Steve. Now he's going to get really full of COVID Karen parts. And there's only so much that he can hold of her before, they have to escape somewhere, right? So Steve's going to die. And it's not going to be pretty. All right? So there's Steve, his cytoplasm's everywhere, and he's got the death look in his eye. Yeah, there we go. That's his tongue, by the way. It's not a buck tooth, it's a tongue. Accept it. Deal with it. Move on from it. Herp. All right, Steve died, guys. He's done. He's out. Bye, Steve. Poor Steve. All right. Anyway, so here are all the little tiny COVID Karen parts that he's producing. Aren't they cute? They're just babies. They're so little. Aww. Look at them. They're such evil little babies, too. They're messed up, man. Look at them. Look at that. He's growing a lot of them. He's got tons of them pouring out of him. Oh, poor Steve. All right. So now we're going to look at what one of these COVID Karens look like up close. And I'm going to ask you if you notice any changes, other than Mr. Sequel's lack of ability to draw getting worse. But no, she did not get bigger. We are looking at her up close. All right. So let's go ahead and, draw our nemesis, or Steve's nemesis, his enemy. All right, there you go. There she is. Hello. Hi, Karen. She's like getting ready to talk to a manager or something. She's not going to wear a mask in the store, guys. All right, as you notice that there's a little bit of green in Karen now. Now she's not doing this to be like Steve. He's dead. I wouldn't want to be like Steve. Would you want to be like Steve? No. Bye, Steve. Poor Steve. He had a bad day. It's his last day, too. Kind of a bad way to go. You know what I mean? All right, so here we go. Now we're going to focus on Little Miss COVID Karen. Now, the reason that she took a little bit of Steve is because vaccines, which I'm sure you've all heard about, kind of act like a keyhole, or a key in a keyhole, right? So she's got these receptors on her that if you plug in the key into the keyhole, it unlocks her death. All right? That's what the key unlocks. It unlocks her death. All right? Yeah, I'm going to do a better job with this. Hold on. All right. Yeah, that's so much better. God. Anyway, so what she does is she adds a little bit of Steve right there. See a little triangle? That's part of Steve. And now the key can't fit into the keyhole, and it will no longer unlock her death. So she is just kind of beaten the vaccine. That's why it's so hard for us to come up with these vaccines, because viruses do this all the time. It makes things so much more difficult for us and much more difficult for the scientists. All right. Now, vaccines aren't the only way that you can fight a virus. Your body will do a good job of it too. It'll heat things up pretty hot. Hot. Anyway, sorry. From The Office. All right, you will end up getting a fever, and that's why they take your temperature when you come into school. It's actually supposed to be 100.4 is the highest that you can get in order to still come to school. Probably shouldn't come to school if you have anything over a 99. Like, kind of a jerk move. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and get rid of the heat. All right, and we're going to try something else. So sometimes your body will cover something in mucus. Now, sometimes it'll be just a dry cough, but it's the same thing. We're trying to get it out of your body, right? Same thing like when you throw up or if you have diarrhea, that's you trying to get rid of something bad from your body. But the problem is, if you try to do this, you sneeze or you cough on someone, the virus might leave your body, but it's going in someone else's. Okay? And the viruses are really good at spreading when that happens. So that's why we're wearing masks to protect others from having COVID Karens, destroy your lungs. Sometimes your body will have like cells that will fight things like COVID Karen. These are your immune cells, right? It's your immune system. I'm sure you've heard of it. All right, so this is one of those cells. And no, they don't have little tiny guns. It's kind of like the meerkats with the guns. But sometimes it'll work. Sometimes they'll be able to just absolutely annihilate COVID Karen. But with this disease, it's very hard for your body to fight it off. So that's probably going to take a while if it works at all. So what happens is when COVID Karen takes over Steve's brain, Steve's purpose to breathe is ended. He can no longer help you breathe. Okay? COVID Karen has taught him to do something else. She has taught him to make more of her. So they're going to continue to spread in your lungs, and then all these cells are going to not be able to help you breathe. Okay? They're just going to make more Karens. And, when you can't breathe, you die. That's how people die from COVID. It's because they can't breathe, which is really sad and really awful. So what you need to understand is that viruses turn cells into zombies, basically, right? They eat their brain or they mess up their brain, and then they kind of cause these cells to make more. And, change the cell's function to make more of the virus. Right? That's how colds work, that's how flu works, and that's how COVID works. COVID is just way worse. It's just really, really tough. So thank you all for listening to this. Please try and remember Steve and keep his family in your thoughts. All right, thank you very much, and I hope you all have a really great day. All right, thank you.